The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains. On your new home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the fairgrounds here at Tonganoxie, Kansas. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Renn getting ready for Game 2 of our regional triple doubleheader today on Tonganoxie Sports Live. In case you missed it, Game 1 took place at 2 o'clock. The Bishop Miege Stags defeating the Chanute Blue Comets at a score of 12-2 in 5 innings. So Miege will move on to the regional championship here tonight at about 6:30 or so, and they will take on the winner of this game between the Tonganoxie Chieftains and the Holton Wildcats. And actually what I should say is the number 1 seed Tonganoxie Chieftains and the 16 seed Holton Wildcats. You're in the S&S Body pregame show. Since 1972, S&S Body Shop has been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. Partner, how we doing under the shade of this canopy and this beautiful breeze?
This is you couldn't ask for a nicer day for baseball.
It is a beautiful, beautiful day out here. We have had our fair share of cold, windy, and rainy games this year, and we have just been blessed to be out here. And real quickly, I do want to give a shout out to obviously BJ Harris, our boss, and Cody Witt, the AD at Tonganoxie High. Originally, we weren't scheduled. We were supposed to be done for the year. The last game we did was May 3rd at Ottawa for softball, and that was supposed to be it for the spring, but they insisted. I guess we were so good, partner. There was a demand to bring us back, so we are back here for regional coverage, and potentially, if everything goes right, we could be talking about a trip to Salina, but got to take care of business first here with the Holton Wildcats. And let's talk about the season, and then we'll talk about this matchup, a historic one at that. That kind of seems to be a trend with Tongi teams as of late. Everyone winning league titles, first time, breaking some long droughts. We saw the basketball team do it last year. This year, it was the Chieftain baseball team's turn. 16-3 overall in the year. They won the Frontier League title, their first title in nearly 30 years, the last one coming in about the 1990s when Tongi was a member of the Call Valley League, and that was all according to Coach Loomis. He did an article piece with Sean Lindenberger of the Tonganoxie Mirror. You can go check out that story at tonganoxiemirror.com. Go to the sports section, and it's all kept right there. And it has been a busy week for Tonganoxie this week as well. A lot of league and regional tournaments going on. I do know the golf team just recently they qualified for third in their league tournament. They're going to state, and Andrew Wilson winning an individual championship as well in golf.
Awesome.
So congratulations to Andrew and the rest of the Tongi golf team. Good luck at state, boys. And right now, give a special shout out to the softball team as they are competing in their regional matchups over in Eudora as the 7th seed coming in, and they are competing. So be sure to following Tonganoxie High and THS softball on Twitter to keep up with updates on those games going on in Eudora right now. And of course, we got you covered on the games happening here. But a historic season for this team without a doubt. I think they lost their third game earlier in the year, and they're on a 10-plus winning streak right now. So they are, without a doubt, the hottest team in this tournament right now, and they're facing, of course, when you're the 1 seed, you're supposed to get the lowest, the lesser opponent in the Holton Wildcats.
Yeah, the lowest seed.
Yeah, the lowest seed. But, it's kind of like what we talked about in the sport of baseball. When it comes to upsets, it only takes one great outing from the opposing pitcher or one big slump at the plate for all the hitters, and next thing you know, an error in the outfield or something, you're staring down the barrel of a 1-0 game. I mean, anything could happen, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And
more so in baseball than just about any other sport.
Yeah, you just got to try to go out there, play your style of ball that you've been playing all season long. And I think if the Chieftains do that, they're going to be moving on this game pretty easily. And then they got a pretty tough opponent waiting for them in Bishop Miege in the regional championship.
Yeah, I hope you folks will stay tuned for that, because if Tongi gets past this game, they'll match up with the Stags in the championship, and that ought to be a good one to see.
Now, I know everybody on the other end, Miege, really? Oh, my God. We know the history of Miege versus Tongi. But, I mean, again, like we talked about, baseball is different than any other sport, and I really think Tongi would match up really, really well with that Miege team. But, again, we got to take care of Holton. We got first pitch.
Can't look past the one that's in front of you.
Absolutely, cannot, without a doubt. So, again, 16-3 overall in the season, Wayne. The first league title, the first Frontier League title in 30 years, since about the mid-'90s for this squad, locking up the overall number 1 seed in the East and West, and 4A, number 1 seed overall in the East region of 4A as well. Let's go ahead and get into these starting lineups as we're getting ready to get this game going here pretty quickly. These starting lineups brought to you by the Tonganoxie Public Library. The Public Library offers a wide variety of services for the citizens of our community. Stop by and visit them at 1217 East 4th Street, or give them a call. The phone number 913-845-3281, and you can see all their programs and resources at the TonganoxieLibrary.org. Make sure to put my packet away, make sure the wind doesn't take it, as you can hear it as it continues to blow in our headsets. And
as we talked about in that first game, partner, that wind coming out of the south at about 15 miles an hour, and there's some gusts that are a little higher than that. It's really knocking the ball down. Anything that's hit the left or center is drifting, is knocking it down and blowing it towards right. We saw some of the outfielders really struggle with the wind, so that's something to keep in mind going into this one.
Yeah, especially in that first game, Chanute, there was about 3 or 4 times, almost a handful of instances where there was a pop fly into the outfield, and they just had a hard time getting a good read on it. Even both teams warming up, Holton and Tonganoxie, both of them struggled a little bit, so that's definitely going to be something to keep in mind. If there's any fly balls, they're going to be pushing out
it's not going
to right.
Yeah, it's not going to be routine at all.
No, so every fly ball is going to be an adventure, pretty much. So coaches exchanging scorecards at home play. Let's get those starting lineups first for the visiting Holton Wildcats. Still have the first at bat here in the top of the first. Tonganoxie will have home field advantage for this game, and if they should advance, they'll have home field advantage for that game as well. But starting first, the shortstop, number 11, Matthew Larez, batting second. The right fielder, number 15, Kyler Catherines, batting third. The pitcher for the Wildcats, number 8, Jake Zeppler. In the cleanup spot, number 4, the first baseman, number 40, Andrew Williams, batting fifth. Left fielder, number 16, Carson Atkins, batting sixth. Designated hitter, number 19, Jack Segenhagen.
Yeah, I think that's right. Segenhagen, I believe, is correct.
Jack Segenhagen. If there's any of the Segenhagen family that's watching and we are pronouncing that wrong, please feel free to shoot us a message and let us know. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 1, Riley Mulroy. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 14, Rylan Aman. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 12, Dalton Roush. And out playing just center field today, not batting, will be number 10, Kyler Jackson. And the starting 9 for your Tonganoxie Chieftains. First up, the shortstop, number 2, Garrett Goldbeck. He has been a man on a mission this whole entire season. We'll get more into that a little bit later. Batting second, the catcher, number 15, Logan Wake. He is having himself quite a season at the plate as well, at the dish and behind the dish as well, the traditional catcher for Tonganoxie. Batting third, the first baseman, number 6, Gabe Bailey, another good season for him. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 11, Ethan Welsh. He'll be making his Tonganoxie Sports Live debut. No better time to do it in the regional playoffs, right? he'll get the start out in left. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 13, Rocco Gehring. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 5, Mason Canterbury. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 3, Owen Welsh. Batting eighth, center fielder, number 1, Sam Clydesty. He'll slide over there, usually where we see Zane Novotny roaming around. And in right field, where Sam is usually roaming around, and batting ninth, number 8, Trevor McGraw. So Novotny and Kessinger typically see him in the starting lineups. They are not going to at least start in this game. It's possible we probably will see him later on as this game moves along, but just not in the starting lineup for this one. And on the mound for the Chieftains, number 35, Mason Davenport. And last time we saw him was our last home baseball game, and he was just purely dominant in that game as well. And hopefully he can continue that dominance here. And just like that, we are ready to go. It's the Chieftains and the Wildcats' first pitch, and it is low and taken for a ball by Larez.
Yeah.
That time.
Good pitch.
Strike. And that's kind of where Davenport really likes his bread and butter, is right there on that lower corner, the low outside corner of the strike zone.
Yeah. He's been dominating there.
That pitch swung on and taken foul.
Davenport got the advantage now. See if he can put him away.
He leads the team in strikeouts with 57
Wow.
on the regular season.
We had 9 that game we did.
Yeah. Here it comes, and did he go around? He did. And a first strikeout in the books in this game. And now you can make that 58 strikeouts on the 2022 season for Davenport. Larez down on strikes, and now stepping up the right fielder, Kyler Catherines. Yeah, the stat line for Davenport, he's 7 starts. He's gone 40 innings, 6-0 record. He has had 1 save opportunity, but 57 strikeouts, only allowed 12 walks, and an ERA of 1.75.
I think the Royals could use him.
I think the Royals can use just about everybody on this Tongi roster with the way they've been pitching or hitting.
And the thing we also noticed in that last game, Davenport was getting a lot of first pitch strikes over.
Yeah, he was getting ahead, getting on top of hitters early, and putting them away, not giving them any chance to try to come back in the count and make something happen. Still on top on right now with that ball. Counts up to 1-2, looking for the second strikeout. Here it comes. And softly just making contact, just staying alive. That's exactly what that was.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. That was a strikeout pitch. The hitter was fortunate to foul that off.
1-2 again from Davenport. Chopped it right to him. Yeah, excuse me, swing, I should say. Indeed, and he'll toss it over to Bailey, and 2 gone now. I know how to speak English. I know. In the top of the first for the Wildcats. Coming in now, the pitcher, Jake Zeller.
Nice pitch. And again, first pitch strike. Yeah.
Yeah, if he's getting that call right on the outside part of the zone, he's just gonna be pounding it all day long.
Yeah. He was almost unhittable that last time. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Big bender. That buckled the knees of Zeller right there.
That's just nasty. Nasty stuff. The 0-2. Yeah, that one a little low. Couldn't get him to chase it. Yeah, it's like the Tongi pitching staff. They kind of have like a 2-headed monster as starters with Davenport and Owen Welsh. Those are kind of their 2 studs.
Ooh, I don't know where that was. Must have been a little higher outside.
Just a tad bit high and outside. Count now, aimed up 2 apiece.
The other thing about Davenport, I mean, he gets the ball and he throws it. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't mess around.
He's a flamethrower. Right over to Bailey, and he'll take it himself unassisted. Step on the bag at first, and the 3rd out of the inning. Chieftain bats coming up next in the bottom of the first. We'll get it started with Garrett Goldbeck on the other side here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Come count the ways 1866 Bar and Grill is Tongie's tastiest. Incredible selection, delicious preparation, and a beautifully designed space all make 1866 one of the area's premier eateries, delivering big city taste in a small town atmosphere. Satisfying sandwiches, sizzling steaks, the best burgers anywhere, and even lovely lemonade. See the full menu on Facebook at 1866 Bar and Grill, or order now by calling 913-369-7007. Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Wren, ready for the bottom of the first at bats for the Chieftains in this one. Garrett Goldbeck will be leading off, followed by Logan Wake and Gabe Bailey. Those are the three due up here in the bottom of the first. And he couldn't ask for a better start for Mason Davenport in the top of the first. 3 up and 3 down and a strikeout. And now
he was very efficient. He didn't have that many pitches, so it didn't take him that many to get out of it.
At 10 maybe, if even that. And that might be overshooting it just a little bit. And the pitcher on the mound for the Wildcats is Jake Zeller. And he will have the tough task of facing Garrett Goldbeck, the lefty, digging in there, and the traditional leadoff man for the Chieftains.
Stay hot, Garrett.
And first pitch is on the way and high and upstairs for ball 1. And Goldbeck had himself a great 2022 campaign, a .444 batting average, the highest of all the Chieftains that have played just about every game this year. He hasn't missed very many times, and I say that with the one exception it'll be Ethan Welsh, and we'll get to him a little bit later when he comes up. So he's out there raking, he's getting on, and he's scoring runs too, and that's what's also really important, like you and I were just talking about. 29 total runs scored just from Goldbeck alone.
Yeah, that tells you what his on-base percentage is over almost 600, isn't it?
Yeah, 592.
Yeah.
Slugging at 648 for an OPS of 1.240. Which
that's getting her done for your leadoff hitter.
Which for those that you might be thinking, why the analytics? Why now? Well, first we just got great stats from Coach Loomis yesterday, so shout out to Coach for sending all the great season stats for us. But if you got an OPS, you traditionally want it, about the 800 range? It's
anything. There's a solid hit to left field.
Yep, solid indeed. So he keeps the hot streak going. He's now batting 1,000 for the postseason.
And he
2022.
He just went with that pitch and served it up into left field like you're supposed to. He did not try and do too much with that.
Exactly. Just slapped
it where it was
slapped
pitched.
It opposite way. Exactly.
Yep.
That was good. That sets the plate now. The catcher, Logan Wake, coming up. And he was the only other Chieftain batting above 400, right exactly at the 400 mark. And so we talked about the total runs of Goldbeck has scored with 29. That's credit to him because he's got to get on base to score, but also
his teammates are getting him over and getting him in.
Exactly. So you're talking about the 2, 3, 4 hole hitters. They're getting him around and bringing him home. Chieftains trying to get on top early here. Runner on first. Nobody out. Still looking for our first run of the ball game. Next pitch is on the way and low and outside, taken for a ball. And count is now up to 3-0. And let's see if he'll be taking all the way or
if he gets a pitch in a spot.
Let's see. I think Coach Loomis has given him the sign, so let's see. Next pitch from Zeller, and that one.
He took it.
Caught enough of the zone. If you're going to call that for Davenport, you best call it for Zeller, too. So
right. Yeah, it was a good pitch.
Go both ways. Yep.
I think it was a good take, though, too, for Wake. If he'd have tried to pull that, it'd have been a ground ball to the left side. Oh.
Goes opposite way with it
again.
Gone.
Yeah,
he's out in the outfield.
He's burnt.
And over and one hops the fence. They're going to go ahead and wave around Goldbeck, and he will come around to score. And an RBI double for Logan Wake.
Yeah, I believe he could have made it to third. But no sense taking a chance. He's in scoring position there. Nobody out.
Exactly. And when you
never want to make the first or the third out at third base.
Exactly. So. And you got a lot of guys that are coming up that have hot bats as well. So no need to try to risk anything. A runner at second, nobody out. A run comes across the score for the Chieftains. And Goldbeck got the leadoff single, and Wake brought him home with the RBI double.
That ball was scalded to right field.
Yep. Stepping in now, the first baseman, Gabe Bailey. And that wind continues to blow, and I don't know if the wind played much of a factor into that ball by Wake.
That ball was past. It was over the right fielder's head before he had time to react. If he'd have gotten a little more lift on that, that would have been out of here, I think.
It was close. It was a one-hopper to the fence.
Yeah.
Bailey out in front, 1-0 on Zeller.
That wind's not doing him any favors, though.
That's true. That one coming right down the middle, taking first strike. Doesn't swing at that one. Runner will go ahead and advance up to third. So now second run of the game is 90 feet away for the Chieftains. And Bailey, 15 RBIs in the regular season. Looking to add on here. With a hit or
number
a deep
16.
Fly. Yeah.
Or even just hit to the right side.
Yeah. Next one on the way and outside. 3-1 count. Trying to bring him home, and good contact.
That's going to get him home.
Indeed,
anyway.
And deep fly. Right fielder brings that one in that time, but the runner will come to score a sacrifice fly for Gabe Bailey, and that will count as an RBI, so give it 16.
And it will not count as an at-bat.
So an early 2-0 lead for the Chieftains, and one gone in the bottom of the first. And that will now bring up the left fielder Ethan Welsh, who we have not seen very much this season. Don't know if it's been battling some injuries or just has been struggling to break through the lineup. But when he has gotten in there, he's
done some damage.
He has done some damage. Again, he's played, as far as plate appearances, he has about half as about everybody else. He's batting .529, OPSing at 1,306, so 1.306, which again, only Goldbeck is the only one that's above 1,000 in that category. Total 9 hits, 8 singles, and 1 round trip or 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and 6 runs scored.
Well, when he's in there, he's been hot.
Yeah.
Very productive.
The 0-2 pitch on the way, and a rare strikeout for him, swing and a miss, drop third strike, so they throw over to first, and that's the second out. So 0-for-1 for him on the day. Stepping up by him is going to be the DH, Rocco Gehring.
That's a great baseball name.
Rocco Gehring, yep. I'm still taking Maverick Rockers, though.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
For Lewisburg. If you're a follower of Tonganoxie Sports Live, you've watched our broadcast, you know very well who Maverick Rockers is. First pitch on the way to Rocco. He took a good swing at it, but can't connect. 0-1.
Kind of pulled his head out there trying to pull that outside pitch.
.316 batting average in the regular season for Rocco. The majority of times earlier in the season, he would kind of split third base duties with Owen Welsh. When Owen was on the mound, Rocco would go to third. Now the bat would heat up, and he's kind of now taking over that DH spot. Time called. getting a little bit more time. 2 gone in the inning, an 0-2 strike to Rocco Gehring, and a 2-0 lead for the Chieftains over the Holton Wildcats, trying to make quick work of them before hopefully they win and advance to take on the Bishop Miege Stags in tonight's regional championship game. And a swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts for Zeller, just what he was looking for after giving up 2 runs in the bottom of the first. But the Chieftains draw first blood, 2-0. They lead the Wildcats. Back after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain baseball.
Of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages, from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
All right, for the top of the second inning, and Mason Davenport looking to continue mowing down these hitters like he did in the top of the first. 3 up, 3 down, and he'll start here with the first baseman, Andrew Williams.
He's hitting in a cleanup spot, so he's probably one of their better hitters.
It's like right on the way.
Nice pitch.
There, down. That off-speed curve just catches that outer part of the zone. The hitter,
they give up on it.
Yeah. They think it's coming inside. They could possibly hit them, and instead it just catches enough of that strike zone.
And it's enough that there's so much difference between the speed of the pitch, too, from his fastball to that changeup, or not to the curveball, is just really gets the hitters.
Yeah. Let's see what he does here. Couldn't quite get enough from the umpire on that one. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Mason Davenport. Got him swinging. Down goes Andrew Williams. Next up, the 5-hole hitter, the left fielder, Carson Atkins. And if Davenport, if he can start getting into a groove and he gets back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings, look out. Look out.
If he gets locked in.
Yep. And again, another swing and a miss.
First pitch strike.
Just blowing it by him. The 1 pitch swung on, trying to slap it opposite field, but it goes over the fencing and foul.
Yeah, he's way behind that pitch. He's got him set up.
You bring that curveball?
I would. Oh, he brought the heater. You might see that curveball now.
Might. 0-2 count, might as well. And if he makes contact with it and gets a hit, just tip your cap and move on, because nobody's been able to touch it. The 0-2 pitch.
Yep.
There it is.
There it is.
Got him looking.
Oh.
Strike. Oh!
That sure looked like strike 3 right there.
Yeah, and Wake even turning back and asking him outside, high. That looked almost right down the middle. The 1-2 now. That time.
There you go. Got him looking.
Got him looking. You can officially put in that backwards K into your score sheet now, partner.
Got it.
Back-to-back strikeouts here in the top of the second for Davenport. 3rd strikeout of the game.
And he's off and running.
And Jack Sagenhagen now coming up to bat, the designated hitter. So again, probably one of the better hitters on the team for Holton, and foul tips that one. Came back up and looks like it hit him right in the abdomen or rib cage area, but.
And another first pitch strike from Davenport.
Yeah, I don't think he's had an at-bat yet where he started out 1-0. I don't think he has yet. If he has, maybe one.
Not very many.
Not very many.
He sure hasn't been pitching from behind. He's been ahead.
Yeah, quickly.
That looked like a slider.
Yeah, you know your baseball pitches better than I do, at least by looking at it with the eye. So, and just nothing he can do with that.
Struck him out.
Striking out the side, strikeout number 4 in the game for Mason Davenport, and he is in a groove right now. Back to the bottom of the second, and the Tonganoxie bats after the other side of the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. You're home for Chieftain Athletics.
Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Forward-thinking fashions and fashionable formals. That's Jeannie's Formals Fashions and Boutique in downtown Tonganoxie. Jeannie's is Tongi's dress shop with the perfect style for your upcoming formal event, including tuxes. Jeannie's also has a huge selection of Chiefs and Chieftain gear, kids apparels and toys, graphic tees, sublimated tumblers, and more. Stylish apparel in sizes from juniors to 3X. Stop by and see the girls at Jeannie's to get the latest fashions first. 520 East 4th Street in downtown Tongi, or on Facebook at Jeannie's Formals.
Ready to get things started in the bottom of the second. We start off with Con, Mason Canterbury. He'll be followed by Owen Welsh and Sam Clydesty. Zeller still on the mound for the Wildcats, and he starts them off with a ball, 1-0 count. If you're just now tuning in, Chieftains got 2 runs in the bottom of the first, and Mason Davenport, he has just been, he's in a groove early on. 4 strikeouts already in the game, and he struck out the side in the top of the second.
Been unhittable so far.
Yep. I'm now looking to tack on some more runs here again. Winner of this game will go on to the regional championship and take on the Bishop Miege Stags. This one over to third and just couldn't get a handle on it. Tried to do it twice.
Yeah, it's going to be an E5.
And the third baseman over there, it's Dalton Roush. And the ball particularly wasn't hit on a rope per se,
no,
but
it
still.
took a tricky little hop right before it got to him, and he fought it to a draw, but he wasn't able to make a play.
So Con is now over at first. Owen Welsh will step in, and he watches the first one go by for a first pitch strike.
Taking a long look down at Coach, see if they've got anything on here.
Might have just had his mind made up already.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to swing before the pitch, and the pitch was in the dirt, and he helped the pitcher out there.
Good off-speed pitch by Zeller. Now quickly on top 0-2 and looking to pick up another strikeout for his stat line here. The 0-2 into Welsh and pops it up. Going out for it. It's the second baseman and is out of reach in his glove, so runners will advance up to first and second.
And I was just going to say before that last pitch how deep the right fielder was playing, because he got burnt and went over his head. So he played back about 3 or 4 more steps, and that actually cost him because second baseman, it was just out of his reach.
Yeah, I mean even now, just looking over at him,
he's
way
back there.
He's got a deep drop back.
Yeah.
So 2 on and still nobody out for the Chieftains, and senior Sam Clydesty stepping up to the dish for his first go-around.
Yeah,
and
they do have the bunt on. Yeah.
And right down the third base line, but it'll trickle foul.
Coach wanting to move those runners up, stay out of the double play.
Loomis is not afraid to play small ball.
No, he is not.
Do not get it wrong. He is one of the probably original co-signers of small ball, if you will.
He does play it a lot, but it's paid off.
It has.
He does it in the right spots. He knows what he's doing.
Yep. He's a great he's a good basketball coach as well. He's a great baseball coach. 0-1 count on Clydesty, looking to swing away, and watches that one go by for ball 1.
See if he's put it back on. He's taking a long look.
Kahn is at second, and Owen Welsh is at first. Nobody gone in the inning. Chieftains try to add on to their 2-run lead, and that one in the dirt, and a good stop there by the catcher, riling him on.
See if Tonky can get a merry-go-round going here.
The 2-1 pitch from Zeller off speed and out of the mitt.
That's going to advance the runners there.
Both of them will go up second and third. So now a hit into the outfield for Sam will more than likely score 2 for Tonganoxie.
Or even a fly ball will get 1 home.
Yes. Next pitch, swung on, out here into the outfield. Center fielder calling for it and brings it in. The runner will tag up, and they will go ahead and let him score. So another sacrifice fly in the game, this time from Sam, and that will bring across the 3rd run of the game for Tonganoxie.
Nice RBI there for Sam.
Kahn now comes home to score. Owen Welsh still at second. 1 gone the inning, and right fielder Trevor McGraw will step up. Taking his time, looking down at Loomis, getting all the signals.
Yeah, see if Coach has got something on. I wouldn't think he'd be bunting here, though.
I wouldn't think so either, but I wouldn't put it by him because Trevor, he does have some speed if he can get going. And he's going to go ahead and swing away and slaps that one foul on the opposite side.
Yeah, if he was at second with nobody out, he might bunt him to third. He just needs to find a hole.
We go back up to the top of the order. Garrett Goldbeck is on deck, so something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no, they probably won't be bunting here. 1-1's the count. Step back into the box. We're ready to go back here. A 3-0 lead for Tonganoxie. Here's the next pitch from Zeller, low and outside on the lower corner of the strike zone. Another ball taken. Good crowd out here at the fairgrounds. You can see the Tonganoxie stands absolutely packed right there on the third base side of the fencing and bleachers. And another pitch swung on, fouled away, 2-2. Umpire gives the green light. Here we go again. The 2-2 pitch coming in from Zeller. Here it is, and low in the dirt, bouncing on home plate. 3-2, full count. Runner still at second for Tongi, only 1 out. Welsh going back and forth playing mind games. Here's the pitch. Low, taken for ball 4. Good at bat by Trevor McGraw, and he gets on with the walk.
Yeah, he fouled off a couple of good pitches and stayed in for the walk.
It's his 9th walk on the season for Trevor.
Yeah, it takes us back to the top of the order for Goldbeck.
And there goes that bad man again, Garrett Goldbeck.
Yep, look out. Take another hit just like that last one.
Let's see how Zeller approaches this at bat, righty versus lefty. Here comes the first pitch in. Tries to go off speed, try to give him the chase, and he's not doing it.
Yeah, he spit on that pitch. He's got a good eye, and he has a sweet swing.
Yeah, he'll be playing somewhere in college, that's for sure, if he so chooses. Next one on the way. Solid contact and right at the second baseman.
At the first baseman didn't cover.
Wow. So, again, just a mental error there for Holton. So Golbeck will reach on. Do you just count that as an infield single?
No, that was an error on the first baseman who didn't cover.
So an E3.
And I don't know why the pitcher wasn't headed that way too. He should have been, but no, it's an E3.
Now I'll go ahead and keep the bases loaded now. 1 out in the inning. Logan Wake stepping back in, another big bat to step in here. His last time up, he sent it all the way over the right fielder's head and one hop the fence.
Yeah, we'll take another one of those. Yeah. Or get a little more loft on it and we'll have a grand slam.
Have a grand slam. Let's get the party started.
Yeah, let's get it going.
Next pitch. Solid contact. Sliding stop by the shortstop. Pitch over to second for 1, and that is all they're going to get. So Garrick will be out at second, but another run does come across to score for Tonganoxie, making a 4-0 lead. 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings of work for Tonganoxie. And Wake, looks like we'll have a pinch runner coming in here for Tonganoxie. And wait for that number to come around, and that is number 12. I believe that's Briley. Let me double check my roster. That's Brendan Briley, the pinch hitter. He'll come on
for Bailey?
He's pinch running for
pinch
Wake.
Running. Yeah, okay.
So pinch running for the catcher.
I got you. So you get that gear on.
Yeah.
Bailey had a sacrifice flies last time up, scored Wake.
He's going to need a hit to the outfield here if he wants to get another RBI added in with 2 gone in the inning. 0-1 count. And Zeller trying to keep the damage to only 2. Bailey trying to add 1 more, and here it is. And a pop-up. And again, these fly balls have been an adventure. And right fielder calls for it and brings it in. So 2 more added on for the Chieftains, and they lead the Wildcats 4-0 here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Everything old is new again at New Again Outdoor Furniture Restoration in Tonganoxie. Keep your furniture for generations to come with a call to New Again. They specialize in restrapping, mesh sling replacement, welding, and powder coating of all outdoor furniture. New Again has an incredible eye for detail and a passion for environmentally friendly and cost-effective furniture repair. To learn more, go to newagainpatiofurniture.com. Call 913-764-1999 or see more of their projects on Facebook. New Again Inc. in Tonganoxie. Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Folks, if you want the latest highlight of your favorite Chieftain sent right to your phone, be sure to text THS, that number on your screen, 816-406-0051. It's our Easy Relic video highlight service that we've had all season long here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Had it for the fall season, the winter season, and of course here in the spring season. And as we're coming to a close in the spring sports season, as we're already here in the playoffs, and no better time to have that Easy Relic number out and ready just in case if that big play comes around.
Yeah, these Chieftains have had plenty of those highlight plays.
Yeah, already. They've already probably had a couple here early on in this one. You got him to swing and miss again on that pitch from Davenport, 1-1.
This is Mulroy's first at bat.
Yep. Yeah, it's been 3 up, 3 down for the Wildcats in the first 2 innings. This is a 7-hole hitter.
Yeah. 2 looking and 2 swinging.
Rylan a man on deck and Dalton Roush, the third baseman, in the hole. 1-2 count for Davenport, looking to put him away here, pick up strikeout number 5 and the 4th strikeout in a row potentially. And here it comes. Got it. I'm speaking it into existence. You're welcome.
He's money. He just overpowered him there. That was a fastball.
Yeah, his stuff is just filthy. And he was on it a couple broadcasts ago, and It's like he's just picking up right where he left off. Again, a regular season ERA of 1.75, so that's enough to tell
Another
you.
first pitch strike. Way to go, Mr. Davenport. That was a good pitch. Got a good location.
50-50 location, but umpire that's just a little bit too low.
He's got 2 strikes on him now. See if he put him away. Ammon fouled that straight back, so he was on the pitch. Oh, yeah.
Got him again?
Yep. That nasty curveball. Yeah. It just buckled his legs.
He's filthy on there today. So that's now the 5th strikeout in a row now?
5th in a row and 6 overall, yeah.
My goodness.
First pitch strike.
You can hear the thud of the ball going into the mid.
He's got good velocity. We don't have a radar gun, obviously, but he's bringing it.
He could be touching low 90s, maybe.
I doubt that, but
high 80s, mid 80s.
Mid 80s, maybe. The thing is, he's a pitcher, not just a thrower. He's got command of his pitches.
Another 1-2 count for Davenport. 2 out, looking to strike out the side again, and instead, little blooper and a throw over from Goldbeck, and in time at first. So getting some help from his defense for the 3rd out in the 3rd, and Chieftains still have the 4-0 lead over the Holton Wildcats.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
All right, ready for the stat line. No hits, no runs, on no errors, and nobody left on for the top of the 3rd. That's
been a broken record for the Chieftains here.
Yeah. 3 scoreless innings to start off the game for Mason Davenport. We have 6 strikeouts?
Yes,
for him?
6 strikeouts.
And he's been through the rotation already one whole time, and he has struck out 6 of the 9. First pitch swinging is Welsh, and that one is fair, and he'll get out there and left, and he's going to try to push it. He's going to try to go to second, and he's going to be upstanding.
Yeah, he'll be standing in there. Good leadoff double.
Again,
he hit that right down the line.
And again, Welsh, he has come on, and he's arguably the hottest hitter for the Chieftains here as of late, closing out the season, a .529 batting average, OPS and over 1,000.
That brings up Gehring. He struck out swinging his last time up.
And surprising, though, for Welsh, before we move on to Rocco, it was his first double. His first extra base hit outside of the 1 home run he's had all year, yes. So he's had 9 of his 9 hits, 8 singles, and 1 home run.
Oh, that was a solid double there.
Solid double indeed. Rocco Gehring now looking to get back some revenge after striking out swinging his last time up, and good pitch from Zeller.
That's a good off-speed pitch.
Makes the count 0-1. Fouls that one off. Tell you, one of the unique things about Zeller is that if there's a runner on, especially on second, I mean, he'll go into his windup and he'll be looking at them even until the last second before firing it to home. It's a wonder he doesn't have any more wild pitches or anything like that.
Yeah, he's not picking up his target much before he throws it. That's for sure.
Every pitcher has their quirks, and this time looking right at the plate and got Rocco swinging and missing again. And down on strikes is Gehring. That's the first out of the inning, and Mason Canterbury coming back up for Tonganoxie.
Mason reached on an error last time and he scored on a sacrifice fly. I'd like to see these Chieftains put up some runs in every inning.
Another pitch in there for a strike.
He's going to have to protect now.
Trying to advance that runner from second. Here it is, and Kahn just foul tipping that one back, and he's down 1-2.
He barely got a piece of that one.
Settle in now, come sit, and here we go. The 1-2 pitch on the way from Zeller, and just outside again, close to that zone where Davenport is
he's making a living out there.
Yeah. Zeller just hasn't quite been able to catch enough of the zone to get the umpire's attention. 2-2 is the count.
There you go.
And caught that off-speed pitch, and it's out there into the outfield. Apologize about the slight camera work there, and tried to stretch it into a double and thrown out at second. And a good throw from the left fielder, getting it into the second baseman and tagging him out. A run does come across the score, but out at second will leave the bases empty and 2 outs. So if you're Coach Loomis, are you okay with that? Do you settle with that, or do you just wish you stayed?
You applaud the hustle, but hopefully the first base coach was telling him whether to go or not. So
and that's Coach Shelton over there for Tonga on the first base line. Loomis is over there at third. And again, with a 5-0 lead, I don't think you're too upset about it, but maybe next time around have a little bit of caution and just hang out at first. That's what I would imagine. So nobody on base, 2 outs, and now an 0-2 count up there, and this is
Welsh. Yeah, he's
Owen.
Yeah, this is Owen. He singled his first time up and scored.
See if he can maybe get a 2-out rally going here. The 0-2 pitch on the way from Zeller. Tries to slap the other way and right through. A base hit into the outfield and a 2-out single for Owen Welsh.
Good job. He's 2 for 2 now on the day.
Getting that on-base percentage up a little bit on the season, 370.
Yep. Back-to-back hits will raise it up a little.
Senior Sam Clattersey steps back in for his second at bat and looks at the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. That one, cheese at the knees. One count, 2 gone in the inning. Here in the bottom of the third, Chieftains already 1 run, and they've scored 2 runs in their previous first 2 innings in each. Throw over to first, and Owen will be back in time safe.
I don't believe we've had an attempted stolen base yet. We've had a runner thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double.
Yeah, not in this game at least. Got it. Outside corner of the zone, strike 2.
It's a good off-speed pitch right there. I can see Sam get one squared up.
1-2 pitch on the way and high, and here you go, partner.
Yep.
And no
Stolen
tag,
base.
and he's going to be in there safe. Since you were wanting to write in a stolen base so bad, you made it happen. Good job.
I talked it into reality there.
You talked it into existence. That's exactly right. We actually control this game. The players have nothing to do with it.
Right.
Sarcasm for those that can't tell. Next pitch on the way. Good off-speed pitch and got him looking. And Sam knew it. Johnny right back to the dugout.
Yeah, he knew it.
Chieftains still add one more to the lead. They lead 5-0 over the Holton Wildcats. Top of the 4th inning on the other side of the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-369-4444. That's 913-369-4444. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance.
Ready for the top of the 4th here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. This game moving along pretty smoothly here. And again, the regional championship scheduled to be taking place, probably it'll be, if I had to guess, probably around 6:30, a little bit after that, the way that these games have been going and the time that they allow in between games for the players to warm up, the teams to warm up. So, but still, top of the 4th already, and a 5-0 lead for the Chieftains as they're looking to move on and take on the Bishop Miege Stags. And first pitch swinging high out there, and Ethan Wells calls for it and left and brings it in without a problem. 1 gone. That was the most solid contact the Holton player has made all game long. That was Matthew Larez, the leadoff man again, so he's 0 for 2 on the game.
That's the first ball into the outfield.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Davenport's just dealing.
Another one.
Cleisty got a good jump
for
on
it,
that.
and a nice little hop at the end just to add some flair. And 2 up, 2 down for the Wildcats. 2 flyouts, 1 to left and 1 to center. All right, now we're going to have a fly out to right. We're going to complete it. Be ready, Trevor. It's coming.
Be ready for the trifecta here. I'd take another strikeout.
The pitcher, Jake Zeller, stepping back up. That one low and outside. I always kind of wondered if, when you got the pitchers up there batting, if they have a better common knowledge of the strike zone than many of the other hitters.
No. History is any indication. That's a no.
I'm not necessarily talking about the professional level, but
yeah. No. Well, that's, they don't hit at the professional level. So, maybe in college, I don't know.
I mean, he at least has to know when he's going up there, that low outside corner. Oh, and
that ball hit the mound.
Yep, and a bad bounce, and the first runner is going to be on for Holton. And infield single. And the first hit given up by Davenport, and fitting it was the pitcher.
Well, it looked like it actually hit the rubber and bounced sideways.
Yeah, there was something funky about that ball was coming in, and I don't know if it was just in and out of his glove awkwardly or
no, I don't. He never got a glove on it. I think it bounced before he ever got a chance to make a play on it.
Now the first baseman, Andrew Williams, stepping up. Now that one gets behind Wake, and Zeller is going to advance up to second without a throw. So now all of a sudden, the Holton Wildcat is in scoring position for the first time in this game.
Yeah, we got two out here. Let's see if Davenport can slam a door here.
Next one on the way in low for a ball. 2-0 count. 2 gone in the inning. Zeller at second for Holton. Look at this, partner. Our delivery's coming.
Oh, look at here. Thank you, Cody. You're the man.
And a swing there for a strike.
Okay, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Shout out to Cody Witt, Athletic Director, Tonganoxie High, hooking us up with some hot dogs, some chips, some drinks here out in the slope here in the outfield. They always take good care of us here. Anyways, a fly out to the outfield.
What a play.
Sam calling for
Way
it.
to run it down, Sam.
And pretty clear. I know you guys could hear it at home. Communication between Sam and Ethan out there. They were both getting pretty close to each other, but Sam took charge.
Sam called him off. That's what the center fielder's supposed to do.
Yep. So Wildcats get a man on, but cannot bring him home. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Tonganoxie 5, Holton 0 in this regional matchup on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Collision on the field, awesome. An awesome collision on the road, not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at S&SAutoandBody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
For more than 50 years, Dr. Richard Dean has been the name Tonganoxie trusts to keep you seeing your best. At Tonganoxie Eye Care, Dr. Dean and Dr. Caitlin Volk know that healthy vision is about more than just seeing 20/20. Whether you're just turning 5 or closer to 65, the doctors at Tonganoxie Eye Care will help you make sure that your vision is clear for the classroom, in the office, on the field, or just relaxing with friends. Tonganoxie Eye Care has a wide range of frames in the showroom, and you can even get prescription sunglasses.
Page.
Back here live on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and a leadoff single going out into center right.
McGraw.
Yep, that's Trevor McGraw. And a leadoff single for him, so a runner on early for the Chieftains after Holton finally had their first base runner on, and that was Zeller. He got on with an infield single, and then a wild pitch allowed him to move up to second, so he was the first Wildcat in scoring position. But a fly out into left center and a good play by Sam Clydesty, the center fielder, coming over and bringing it in right not too far away from the fence. So that ball had a good charge into it, but it just hung up there just enough for the boys out in left and center to run it down, throw over to first, and he's back in time safely.
Goldbeck's up there. He reached on an error his last time up, but singled and scored in the first.
Coming in a little bit inside. And that is ball 2. Zeller's Next
There's
pitch and
that
going
same
opposite
hit. Yep.
field to Goldbeck. Knocks
Man.
it into left, and runners will go back up to
First and second.
First and second, right? Okay.
Another solid hit.
Just like his first hit out, going opposite field out to left, and moves the runners up to first and second. Still nobody out in the game in this inning. Logan Wake back up, the catcher.
That was a good pitch. Off speed on the outside corner. Looked like a Davenport pitch there.
Next one on the way from Zeller and taking another good rip at it, and it'll go foul. 0-2. Each players now getting back into the batting cage and starting to get warmed up and loose. As they get ready to, if this game were to end right now, they'd be taking on Tonganoxie in the regional championship game tonight in our third and final broadcast of today's triple header. Next pitch on the way from Zeller, and
hit him.
Take one for the team, young man. And if there's one to take kind of in that elbow to forearm or kind of bicep area, it's an off-speed pitch, and that's exactly what he got. Didn't quite exactly lean into it, but just got enough, and now the bases are loaded and still nobody out, and the big inning could potentially be looming here for Tonganoxie if they can capitalize.
Yeah, we got Bailey up now too, so.
He led the team this year with 15 RBIs, Gabe Bailey, and he can pick up.
He's got 3 of them out there right now.
Yep. See if he can get a hold of one, driving deep into a gap. It's the first pitch.
Right up the middle.
Swinging and
good hit.
Shortstop can't stop it. It's going to bring across 2 runs. Bailey will stay at first. And the runner will advance up to third. Runner's on the corner, still nobody out, and now a 7-0 lead for the Chieftains. And if they can keep it up, they could potentially mercy rule the Wildcats.
Well, it'd be good. They could save some energy because the Stags did run rule their opponent in the first.
They could, yep. On the other side of that, you're talking about preserving your energy. You also could be preserving the arm of Mason Davenport.
Yeah, no kidding.
We anticipate Owen Welsh being the starter for the potential second game if Tonganoxie makes it. Granted, they've got a good lead right now, so as long as everything goes according to plan, we're planning on them moving forward. So we anticipate Owen Welsh will be the starter for game 2. But, with the Acacia rules, and now we got a runner going here. Bailey was still second. Now they're at second and third. Still nobody out. And the way that Acacia has it is that one player cannot pitch more than 9 innings in one day. So if you have Davenport, he goes out there and throws 4 or 5 innings in this game, then that buys you some extra time. So you can have Welsh out there, and if he happens to struggle, you can throw Davenport, your 2 best arms, out on the mound.
Yeah, we'll see what strategy Coach Loomis uses here.
Yep. He's the coach, and we are not, for a reason. That's for sure. But it's food for thought. 2-1 count. Here's the next pitch, and a half-hearted swing. And he said he went around, evens up at 2 apiece. Wind continues to blow here at the fairgrounds in Tonganoxie, Kansas. Still have a lot of cars starting to come into the parking lot here at the fairgrounds and starting to pack the stands coming for tonight's regional championship matchup. It was a pretty good turnout just looking out here.
It really is. What a glorious day for it, too.
Beautiful day for some regional championship baseball.
Yeah, Welsh doubled and scored his last time up, so let's hope we can get get these 2 runs home, man, that'd be huge. They got to
Instead,
walk.
he's going to walk, so they're going to go ahead.
Going to be juiced.
Yep.
That's going to bring up Rocco. He struck out his first 2 times, so he's due.
Yeah, he is due. So he was giving out the instructions to his base runners, and now Garrett will step in, and he is ready to go. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, looking to change that in a half-hearted swing, and it's going to be an unfortunate, no, not quite an unfortunate double play, so they'll get 1 on the soft line out to second for Rocco, but then the throw back over to first was rushed and out of the reach of the first baseman, so that's Ethan Welsh over there. He gets back safely in time, so what could be runners at second and third with 2 outs is still bases loaded and only 1 out. With Collins stepping back up for the Chieftains. Got one thrown in there for a strike. We do have a pitcher warming up for Holton in the, I guess you can call that the bullpen over there along the right field line. No type of pitching activity for the Chieftains on their side. Count still 0-1. Here comes the next pitch from Zeller, and that one gets by the catcher, and
I think that was a foul ball.
That was it?
Yeah. Canterbury reached on an error in the second and scored, and he singled in the third and was out at second trying to stretch it into a double, but he did get an RBI when he got Welsh home.
Next one on the way, foul tip back into the fence.
Be nice to tack on some more runs here.
Never hurts. Well, even the Royals blew a 7-0 lead on Sunday, I think. 6-0, 7-0. I don't know.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch on the way, and good job holding back on that one. 2-2. Count evens up. Working the count now to full. Still only 1 out in the inning.
Gets a walk here. He gets an RBI too. Like to see him find a gap.
Runners will stay put. Only 1 out. The 3-2 into Owen. Puts it in play. And they go to third.
Yeah, fielder's choice.
They get the out there at third. Runners will stay at first and second. Runner out at third, so no one comes home to score. 2 gone in the inning. In the bottom of the 4th. Brings in Sam Clydesdale, and he swings at that one. They're going out for it, and it's foul and out of play. Pitch to Sam, and that gets away from the catcher, and the runners will advance up to second and third now.
That was a pass. I mean, that was a wild pitch there.
Already 3 runs scored in this inning and looking to add on more. Base hit here could bring home 1, if not 2. One pitch on into Clytus D, and again high and outside, ball 3. Yeah, and there's that pitch again, catching enough of the low outside corner. Another full count, 3-2, 2 outs. And he rips it. And foul. Just couldn't quite keep it fair. That would have scored 2. So it would have landed on the fair side of the chalk.
He's 2 for 2 on the day with a run scored.
This one, chopper. Fair play, picked up by the shortstop, and can't hold it on to it at first. Runner's going to go home.
He's going to score.
And he will score as well. And Sam will move up to second, so have fun putting that one in the scorebook there, yeah.
Yeah, that was E6.
Our second 10-run lead of the day that we've seen. First, Miege had the 12-2 lead over Chanute. Now a 10-0 lead for Tongi over Holton. And if they can just hold on and keep Holton scoreless, this game will be over here after another inning. Actually, it'll be the next top half of the inning since Tonganoxie is the home team. Another one put into play, throw, and now tries to go to second, and now
you got him in a rundown.
Yep, a little bit of a rundown, and they throw over to third, and they get him out there, and that will bring it in to matters in the bottom of the 4th, and Holton now is going to have to try to score a run if they want to keep this game going. They trail 10-0 to the number 1 seed Tonganoxie Chieftains here at the fairgrounds in Tonganoxie, Kansas. We'll be back after the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain baseball.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Atkins, Sagenhagen, and Mulroy. 3 due up here for the Wildcats. It'd help if we have the camera on the mound. How about that? And Mason Davenport out, back on the rubber, ready to begin his 5th inning of work and looking to wrap it up here as with a 10-run lead. If Tongi can hold the Wildcats scoreless, and that should wrap up matters here in this game, and that would have back-to-back games with a spread. Count is up to 1-1. Here's the next pitch from Davenport, and a swing and a miss there by Atkins.
He's ahead in the count again.
1-2 pitch. And fouled away, just trying to stay alive in the box. Next pitch on the way. Line.
Nice play by the second baseman there.
Good play indeed. And that's Canterbury. Throw over to Bailey at first, and one gone for the Wildcats. Jake Sagenhagen, the DH, back up for Holton. And he, just like everybody else outside of Zeller, the pitcher, he has just been not had any luck against Davenport.
No.
Next one on the way. that curveball he has is
he jumped out of the box and it broke right over the plate.
You got to know that Miege is taking notes on that, just if he happens to pitch again in that game. That one a little bit too outside and getting away from Wake. 1-2's count. This has been the count where he's gotten the majority of his strikeouts tonight is on 1-2 counts. See if he can get another one here. Here it is. Another one lift up in the air towards right, and that will sail out of play. Do the 1-2 pitch again, and swing and a miss. Got him swinging. All right, so is that number 8, 9?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7, okay.
Mulroy's the last hope for the Holton Wildcats.
First pitch swinging and fouls it off the fencing.
And again, first pitch strike. Strike 2.
One more, and that'll
do it.
It should do it.
He's got him set up. Let's see if he gives him the big hook. Nope, he threw him a fastball and threw it right by him.
Strike 3.
And that's the ball game.
And that is the ball game. Indeed. So Tonganoxie takes game 2 of our triple-header, 10-0. They spread the Holton Wildcats, and we have a showdown in the regional championship between the Chieftains and the Stags.
That ought to be a good one.
Yeah, that ought to be a really good one, indeed. And again, if you're this Tonganoxie baseball team, I don't think you look over at the opposing dugout and you'll have no fear.
No, there's no fear in these boys. I'm telling you.
This is a.
They know they're good.
Exactly. And again, we'll give our player of the game for this one. I think it's got to be Davenport.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, no question about it.
He 5 innings of work, 7 strikeouts.
7 strikeouts.
1 hit, and that was off of an infield single.
Yeah, he gave up. Gave up 1 infield single. That's the only hit he gave up.
And it went right back to him, and it bounced off the mound or the rubber before it. So, I mean, nobody actually got a solid single off of him.
No.
There were a couple times where Holton put a couple good drives into the baseball, but his defense came through and picked him up and took care of business.
Yeah, Senior Sam prowling center field just took him away.
Yep, boys going out there into left field, getting on a knee, and coaching staff going over and talking it over with them. Yeah, great performance in this one. Now let's get mentally focused. Let's get locked in, and they're probably gonna give them about 30 minutes or so. And the other thing about today, I mean, it is pretty warm, so I'm sure they'll probably give them a little extra time, get the fluids and all that pumped into them. It kind of surprised me though. I was figuring since Tonga was the 1 seed, I'm really surprised they didn't get to play the first game because now that they've won, they got to play back to back. Miege they've been able to rest their legs. They've been out running around here in shorts, so not.
Yeah, but the other side of that is you're locked in. You just spread a team. You've been hitting the ball.
That too.
You're ready to go.
That too, absolutely. So it just depends. It's perspective.
Yep,
that's how you want to look at it. So, anyways, that will conclude our broadcast here in Game 2 between Tonga and Holton. Again, the Chieftains win 10-0 over the Wildcats. They spread them in 4.5 innings, and just like the Stags did. Nobody hurt in that wreck, right? No. All right, we're all good here. Hey, we're going to go ahead. We'll wrap up our broadcast before anybody else trips over the headset wires here. Again, I'm Dylan Funk, and that was Dennis Drennan. He's heading off. Get the starting lineups. Again, we're going to end this broadcast. There's a third broadcast that will be on Tonganoxie Sports Live, so don't hang on to this broadcast and expect us to come back, because we're going to end this stream, and then we're going to start up a third and final broadcast that will be on Tonganoxie Sports Live. It'll be coming on live here in about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we will come back again for the pregame show, and we will basically just do this all over again for the third and final time today. Again, Tonganoxie coming out victorious 10-0 over the Holton Wildcats, and they move on to the regional championship game where they will take on the Bishop Miege Stags, and that game will be taking place. See, time on the clock right now is 5:39, so I would imagine closer to about 6:30. So once about 6:15, 6:20 rolls around, keep an eye on. That's probably when we'll be coming back with our live pregame show, and then we will bring you the Miege and Tonganoxie game. So thank you all so much for tuning in to Game 2 of our triple header, and we will see you for Game 3 here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.